For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. He's able to find Melton. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And he finds Howard complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, Washington! On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And a solid run down inside the 30. 90 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Touchdown, Washington. Bo Melton. 29 yards, and the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. Down inside the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Amari Rodgers. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On second down, Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing his car on third down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On play action, it's Carr. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
One down.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And even 100 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Williams will try again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw his Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. O.J. Howard from 3 yards out. And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Completed out left to Dobbs. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 37.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Connection made to Ruckert. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that?
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a toss left side. It's Williams. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Williams. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Slide for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his 1st catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Buying time to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did?
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. The ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Williams. And he's got room. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 201 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had run them into submission.
Wave the white flag. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Celebration time in D.C., Washington, the NFC champs, as we say thank you for watching and good night.